Hello and welcome to another update video about gold. So gold is not stoppable, yeah, it's moving up, which is, in the end really good for gold, because it means that most likely, and I mean, without a retracement, it's really hard to say, but I would nearly say, or I would say that the low here for gold is probably already in, that the absolute bear market low is already in. I think sentiment is shifting for gold. It has reversed in my long-term trend reversal area that I defined a year ago. Came into it, reversed, fantastic. You could even say it's been a triple bottom down here. Classic, yeah. They often don't hold, but when they hold, they look quite spectacular. And now we are moving up. We're moving stronger than I anticipated in this move to the upside. And it could go on for quite a bit. So I'm going to show you, now that we've broken resistance, I'm going to show you two scenarios here. I have to say, this is really not an easy structure to look at. It is not an easy structure to look at. And however, let's take a look at where we are. I would still look at this. This is currently still my primary expectation, but I have to adjust it slightly with the latest developments that we had here. My view is still that we... I need to change it slightly. I think this should be the wave 3. So we moved up in a wave 1. We came off the low. Yeah, this November low. By the way, the gold chart looks a bit different to the gold futures chart. I checked it today. The actual gold chart made a higher low here. So it actually has a 1-2 setup here, but don't worry about that. We are looking at the futures here because you can easily trade them. But anyway, they are fairly similar anyway. Just the price differs a little bit. But we moved up in a 1-2 here, peaked in a wave 3 that was at 1792. That's sort of my view. Then, and this is where it gets a bit tough, then we moved up in what I believe, and let me take those smaller waves out, in what I believe is an Elliott wave triangle. And it's an extremely difficult structure to read, and I could be wrong here, but I think it is it's to make sense of it. For me, it's the most likely option. And I would count it as, let me just think, how did I have it? A here, the B here. No, wrong. I think the A should be here. Then we move the B to this peak, which is at 1838. Came down in a C wave, moved up in D, came down in E to finish off the wave 4. And then we moved higher. But yeah, it's a triangle. Then we moved higher here in the 5th wave. So, and with the 5th wave, this is, I can hardly maintain it should we really go above 1890. Yeah. Then it will be really hard to maintain. I mean, let's look at the subdivisions here. Of this low, I mean, I could say that we've had, also here we have enough waves in, right? We have a wave 1, we have a wave 2, we have a wave 3, we have a wave 4, and here wave 5. Yeah, I mean, again, this could squiggle a bit higher, but we are now just at resistance again. We are at this previous wave X high. In the last video, I can't remember where we were. I think we were around 1860 or something, and I mentioned to you, next target, if we break a bit higher and move a bit higher, next target or resistance is at that wave X high. That's exactly where we're consolidating now, but that's the point. We are just consolidating. There's no sign this is stopping yet. A first signal that we break down would have been a break below that 1829 level. We've never done that. So I don't think this wave 2 is in yet, is coming. I'm going to delete the support area because I will have to redefine it anyway. And yeah, I mean, this can still go a bit higher, but if we go a little bit higher, I will not be able to maintain it and justify it just because the proportions will then not work out anymore. So I think one more high is fine. Yeah, I would say maximum 1900, but then that must be it. If we go any higher, we have to go to a count, which would then, however, take us way higher. And I know I would also love to have finally this wave 2 correction, but it's just not there. I mean, here, this was a long-term entry area. We all had 2 months time to enter here, and now it's just running. It's just running, and it's not stopping. It should have stopped already. But again, these can always extend, and yeah, so it's doing that, which is also a good thing, because it means that the bear market low is probably already in. Now we can look at a more bullish count, basically an alternative. Let me zoom out a bit. If we really talk about a very bullish scenario, so I can't see that yet. But above 1900, this will become my primary. And in this particular scenario, we moved up off the low. Now I just need to make sure I pick the right wave. This would be a wave 1. We then came down in a small wave 2. Then we've got here another 1-2 setup, which means we would be in a very long wave 3. There would be a 4 and a 5, so we should move up like that and head here. Another. So off the low, we had another 1-2 setup. Would now be in the third wave of the third, a fourth, and a fifth. So this can take us to $2,000 roundabout, and maybe even higher, yeah, in this particular scenario without a strong retracement, because the 1-2 setups, 1-2 and 1-2 are already in with very weak retracements. Something unlikely, yeah, something unlikely. Normally you should get quite a deep wave 2. Now we never had a deep wave 2, which sometimes happens, just not very likely. Which also made it so difficult to identify the count here, I think, because it's tricky without a clear structure. It's quite messy. Yeah, you have a lot of up and down here. So I sincerely hope the wave 1 high is in soon. However, a move above 1900, in my opinion, would then unlock prices all the way up to around $2,000. That will be a psychological mark. But yeah, let's see. Let's see where we get to. I will keep you updated. Hope you liked the update about gold. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.